The world would be 100x better without this. What is it? Corruption. Yeah, Crimson is so much better. Lower back pain. I learned a trick to get rid of most of my lower back pain. This strengthens butt muscles and literally takes 1 minute. Lie your back flat on the ground with your knees up. Now use your legs to push your lower back off the ground. Stay in this position for a second or two. Go back down. Repeat for a minute. Tada, no back pain. You're welcome. Rapists. This can't be argued. I'd really like to see someone try. Edit. The argument, without rape, none of us would exist, is dumb as fuck. I'm sorry. You're trying to tell me that every single one of our lineages, aka 100%, has involved a rape at some point in time. I call bullshit on that. SRY. Lock these comments mods BC. I don't know how. Shit got weird quick. Litter. At my work, the minute someone takes the time to clean the parking lot of litter, 500 people have already thrown their fast food bags / gas station snack trash / home trash all over the ground. Cancer. Definitely cancer. Lying politicians. Just liars in general. Cannot believe how far I had to scroll to see this. I think lies are literally tearing America apart. Pedophiles. I was going to say politicians, but you beat me to it. Ticks, tapeworms, etc. Basically any type of parasite. Those pieces of shit really fuck you up, both mentally and physically. Fun fact though, the hygiene hypothesis is the hypothesis that parasites, due to the fact that we have evolved with them for most of our history, actually secrete chemicals that help to control / relax the human immune system. Which sounds like a really bad thing, but it can actually be useful. Autoimmune disorders, where your immune system attacks your body, occur more in developed nations that have lower instances of parasite infection. Additionally, there have been trials where they give people with these diseases parasitic nematodes, and there were some promising results of greatly lowered symptom occurrence and severity. Not saying I'd eat worms, but still an interesting idea. Edit. Just so you'll know, I didn't come up with this. Some higher up doctor or researcher did. I don't have sources, because I can't access my zoology presentations. Not sure why you're trying to pull a gotcha, when I'm just parroting what some medical authority said. And do keep in mind, that this is new science. It's mostly just an idea with a couple small trials behind it. It's not proven or even very well known. Pollution. Dementia. Right now I'm watching this fucking disease rip my 80-year-old father apart. I'm certain there are worse things, but in my world, fuck dementia. Greed, selfishness, or bloated ego comes before. The motive behind greed is I deserve more, I'm entitled for more, I want more. Lots of other malicious traits come from selfishness and bloated ego, therefore it would be even more efficient to eradicate that. But to be fair, even eradicating only greed itself would make life on Earth so much better, so kudos for that. Poverty. I asked my friends this thought experiment. You can magically solve all poverty, homelessness, and hunger. In exchange, you have to become the poorest person on Earth, even though nothing about the trajectory of your life will change. You'll have the same opportunities, experiences, and possessions to look forward to regardless of your choice. Just everybody else will have more, and better than you. No monkey's poor consequences either. People, animals, and the environment won't be harmed by this magic solution. Would you do it? Religious fundamentalism. Religion in general. Mosquitoes. I have skeeter syndrome, and fucking hate mosquitoes. I have to take multiple antihistamines every day, because of those stupid fucking things. One bite, and I'm up all night, putting corticoid cream all over my body. Dumbasses. I like asses. Facebook. You can straight up pay to make the country dumber with botnets. That's how we got into this whole backsliding into the dark ages bullshit. I'd go further. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok can all get lost. Life was definitely better before these apps in my opinion. I stopped using them all months ago, and I've noticed that my life has gotten better. Ignorance. I disagree, and I hate you, but I don't know why. Nestle. /r/fuck Nestle. Depression. Those large flying cockroaches. Cigarettes, they harm you and everyone around you. I smoked for 15 years. And about 8 years into it, I began to realize how disgusting it was. So I tried all sorts of methods to quit. 2 months ago I went into the hospital for an unrelated issue, and stayed for a week. I was so upset and downtrodden I refused nicotine patches and just thought, fuck this. If there is one good thing that will come out of this, it's gonna be this. I haven't picked up a cig in 2 months. My wallet, my hair and clothes, and my fiance's nose thanks me greatly. Why the fuck would anybody willingly spend their hard-earned money to kill themselves and others around them? Social media. Hate. No, I love hating people and hate loving people. Hate makes the world good. Health problems, like disabilities and cancer. Would this mean immortality? Because it kinda would result in it, which would be horrible for Earth and humanity. Humans. We kind of fucked this place up. It's a strange coincidence most of the other problems in this thread disappear if humans do too. Robber callers. Racism. Just go away please. Religious zealots and extremism. Wars. Mental illnesses. Edit. Since a lot of people are chiming in on this comment disagreeing, and already 2 DMs also disagreeing, I'm an ignoramus, so I'm no certified specialist in mental illnesses. I'm speaking from personal experience whereby a form of mental disturbance led to very serious and negative consequences for the afflicted. So when I say mental illness, I guess I'm pointing to the ones where there's a societal net negative effect. While there's no universal good or bad behavior, learned or otherwise, I'm simply alluding to any behavior that most would deem to be a negative on society as a result of perceived/diagnosed illness, STDs or STIs. What do you have against Subaru? Mosquitoes. They might be beneficial to our ecosystem, but I'm so tired of them. I hope you don't mind if I dump some mosquito information here. There's only 3 species of mosquito that bite, and only the females of those species do so, needing a blood meal to make their eggs. The rest of the time they eat nectar. Most ecologists predict that eradicating the biting mosquitoes will just lead to an increase in the populations of the non-biting mosquitoes, as they expand to consume the extra resources left behind by their fallen kin. Personally, I like the idea of genetically engineering mosquitoes who do not need a blood meal to make their eggs, and if that trait is dominant, releasing them into the natural population. People who refuse to change their views when presented with clear, concrete evidence that prove that view wrong. Animal abusers. Reality TV shows. People who value money over other people's lives. Kidney stones. Fear of nuclear power. The stopgap between fossil fuels and renewable energy has been there for decades. Yeah, people are stupid. The advancements in nuclear technology that we have made in the past 20 years have made it extremely safe. We don't even have to produce nuclear waste, but because of our stupid ass politicians, America is not allowed to recycle the nuclear waste. Theoretically, we could continuously run the radioactive material through reactors until it's nothing but lead using all of the available energy in it. For instance, when you run uranium through a reactor, the byproduct is plutonium. According to the American government, our nuclear plants are then required to dispose of the plutonium instead of running it through a plutonium reactor. Stupid. What's even stupider is there's this big push for electric cars, but they are still powered by fossil fuels, and are arguably more damaging to the environment than gasoline-powered vehicles. Tribalism. No us vs them mentality. No wars. Can focus on fixing global problems. Anti-intellectualism. Rapists. Social media. Pedophiles. Religion. War. Any form of tribalism and mass polarization. Asymmetrical USBs. Single-use plastics. The human ego. Paper cuts. Lack of empathy. Loneliness. Religion. Violence.